mean, it's a great experience for the entire team. I mean, Wayamba obviously was an unknown quantity in the first Champions League, but I think we had a lot of individual players who had played for the country, but as a team, not many people knew, and it was a great experience for some of our youngsters as well to go there and to play against some of the best players in the world in a different format altogether, in a club format, and I think they gained a lot of experience. I think we lost a bit badly to Delhi and beat Victoria, so went out in a net run rate situation, not getting through to the second round, but I mean, the experience was brilliant. I think a lot of guys learned from that, and we've been dominating our 2020 cricket in Sri Lanka for the last 3 years. We've been the champions, and we've got a really solid team and some really good individual players, quite a few youngsters who's coming through our ranks, and it'll be a great opportunity for them to go to South Africa and go against the best teams again and see what we can do. I think I have a good feeling that we can make a big impact this season. Yeah, I think Indian conditions obviously would help us quite a bit with the spinners we have and the bowlers we have with all the variations, but South Africa is going to be a different challenge, but at the same time they're going to be good wickets, be suitable for batsmen, and we've got a good pace attack as well. Even though we're from the subcontinent, the pace attack that we have is very decent, and about 4 of them have played for Sri Lanka already, so they will have a lot of experience in these kind of conditions, and we would love to exploit that. And the 2 spinners we've got have bowled all over the world, and they've got a lot of experience, Rangana and Ajanta. So yeah, I mean, some of the South African wickets are slow turners as well, so we just need to go out and prepare ourselves properly and see what we can do in those wickets and have a game plan and try and execute that. Yeah, I mean, Jayan is a wonderful character. I think, played for Sri Lanka, unfortunately haven't been able to consistently, be in the side, but a very talented cricketer. And I would say one of the good leaders we have in our domestic setup, because he's a very simple guy. He's a good friend, and that all the teammates like his attitude, and he's a very bright kid as well. I think not just cricket wise, I think academically as well, he's been a really a bright person, and the only fault I see is he just in situations he makes sure that he goes to the deepest point and try and see how he could come up with a solution rather than thinking a bit more simpler. But on the field, I think he's brilliant. I think he's one of those captains who's very proactive in making decisions and very smart as well. I think he always thinks out of the box, which I always like about him. And he's a young leader, and he's been our captain for the last 3 years for reasons that purely because he's talented and he's good at it, and he's a good performer as well. So and a very smart cricketer, and he has led the provincial team very well in the last 3 seasons, and he'll probably continue to do so in the future as well. I think Champions League is, I think, still in the infant years of his existence, but I think I can see it going a long way purely because that it's a different format. I think it's like the Champions League of football. I think it's a great concept. Club provincial teams from various countries come together, the best teams, and compete for that honor. And it brings down a lot of brilliant individual players together, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's something totally different to what we play with the national teams and even with the IPL as well. So I think I can see it going forward a long way, and as long as cricketers enjoy it and express themselves, I think it'll definitely be something big. Wayamba is a very, very loud team, especially in the dressing room. There's a lot of banter going around because of the younger guys that we have. I mean, it's just non-stop banter about something or the other, and sometimes it is irritating, but unfortunately I have to, live with that. And especially in the team bus, they bring all their empty water bottles and just start hitting at them. The bunch of kids sometimes, I try and control them, but it's very difficult. And the only way I could, survive is by keeping very quiet and go to a corner in the bus and just observe what they do, because they've got loads of energy, and it's just one way of expressing that energy, against each other. So I rather, have them do that than, being negative. So it's a very loud group of players, and thoroughly enjoyed being part of that.